Hello everyone, this is your friend Jimmy Singh, a mortgage agent and real estate broker owner with Supermax Realty. Friends, today I would like to share my thoughts about current mortgage market, what are the challenges and what are the situations people can get stuck if they don't get a timely advice. So before I shoot my video, I just want to say hello to Rahul, one of our top realtors in the team. So let's see what's he doing. Hello
Hi
Rahul, how are you
guys,
doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Yes, he's just writing an offer for his client. So let me go to my office and I will share some of my thoughts which I wrote down for a real life situation happened to one of the person who called me, and so everybody can learn from it. So folks, number one thing is I mentioned few times again that I've been a licensed mortgage agent since 2006, and I have seen many cycles come and go, and some of the people get burned by the bad advice given by some of the professionals. So this guy, he called me 3 months ago. His closing was coming, and he said, "I only want mortgage from a bank alone." So that time, folks, 3 months ago in Canada, right now we are sitting in November. So that time interest rates were a little bit less as compared to right now in November. But he was bent upon, he said somebody promised me, in Greater Toronto area that he can get the job done. So I crunched the numbers, I see his ratios. I said, first thing is you have to pay your cars off, the leases. If you go to that, the bank, because I also know, we also work with banks, we work with credit unions, trust companies. So I told him, you have to, I know the policies, you have to pay those cars off. But he was like, no, that person can get the job done. I said, no problem, wish you good luck. So fast forward, the gentleman called me and he said, I had a horrible experience. I said, okay, let's listen. So he said, I went to that person. He promised me to get mortgage from a lender, that is the bank. And at the last minute, he said, sorry, you were declined. And either you have to do two things. First, you need to get extension from the builder and 7 or 10 days more for me to arrange, alternate financing, which was a private mortgage. So that person paid $30,000 to the builder for extension. Otherwise, builder could have easily forfeit or took his money as a deposit for breaching of the contract. So he lost 30 there. Then the person went with the private lending. He was paying 9.99% interest as a first mortgage, and then the lender broker fee they charge him is close to $25,000. See, folks, private lending is not very much regulated, unlike other institutes. We, as mortgage brokers, we have 50, 60 different institutes in Canada, and trust companies, banks, credit unions, private lenders. So we have lots of options. So I always tell my clients the major difference between a bank and a mortgage broker is this. In bank is like a Apple store or a Samsung store. They only sell their own products, whereby a mortgage broker, he is like Walmart or he is like a big Costco. So they have multitude of product. So they know all the underwriting policies. They know where the clients can qualify. But then again, some clients don't listen. They just want to push, these kind of things and get themselves in trouble. Another thing what he told me is, he said, I didn't get any payout statement earlier, and when the closing happened, I saw there was close to $25,000 fee that the person charged me, and there are certain two lawyers fee as well. And he said, I'm not sure how I'm going to come up with those kind of monies. I borrowed from a friend. The other shocker was, since it was a rush deal, the person sat on the file for 3 months, fully knowing we are heading to rising interest rate environment. If a person came to me, I could have pre-approved and got a rate lock for next 4 months, so he can take his time and not worry about these things, right? And so this person exactly knew the person won't qualify with the A lender. He just wasted 3 months and put him in an expensive private mortgage. And then at the end, this person was basically clueless. He said, nothing was explained to me. It was just I was stuck in a situation because I was thinking that the builder is going to take my money. So I just signed off whatever they made me sign. Folks, before closing, you can call the lawyer and ask him the payout statement. It will always explain you what are the fees involved, so there is no last minute surprise. Another thing I want to tell you is this November now, first, second week, I'm noticing a lot of even private lenders, they are getting very, very stringent. Meaning they're asking people about their bank statement, they're checking, even their jobs and stuff like that. So things are actually tightening up really, badly for a lot of people who are just waiting for the new construction closing and thinking, maybe we can flip the property or we can just simply seek the private lending and ride the wave. Another thing I want to tell you about is, when you go to a mortgage broker, you have to understand that currently A lending and B lending, there's not much interest rate difference. For example, if you have an A lender, if you're sitting at 5.89 or 5.9 mortgage, we have alternate, mid-tier lenders, which can give like 6%. So this person paid 30,000 penalty to the builder for extension, number one. He paid $25,000 to the broker as a fee. And then another thing happened. It's just like a Murphy's Law. If things go wrong, they go really wrong. So when the closing was supposed to happen on Friday, the lawyer took an undertaking that, everything is good and dandy, so let's close it. So private lender closed the deal. And next week, they did an appraisal. And in the appraisal, they found out the shortfall was close to $50,000. Because this is a declining market, folks, and a lot of these appraisals by the lenders, they are being very, very conservative. So if a house on your street is sold, example, for $1 million 30 days ago, chances are, we can't take that as a comparable. So it will be little less than that. So this guy was also short an appraisal 50 grand. So all in all, I don't think so he saved much money. He ended up paying thousands of extra dollars, which he didn't need to. Had he opted for that solution, which I offered him, going to, alternate B lender, the rates were not that bad. But he lost 70, 80,000, all because of measly 0.5% interest rate, which was not that hard. And in today's market, if we have to enter and get approved from a lender, he's looking at like 7.8 or 8% stress test. We do have solutions for folks who don't want to go through stress tests. We do have, different solutions. So you can always call me at 647-961-2639. Another thing is private mortgage or private money, folks, is a temporary solution. A good mortgage broker should understand your financial situation and should have a, game of plan how you can come out of this costly situation. It can't be forever, because what if the market keep declining for next 12, 18 months and you are hoping and praying property values go up, which probably, I don't think so is going to happen in next 12 months. So, you're going to be out of money. And if you rack up credit cards and line of credits, you can be in big, big trouble. Second tip I want to tell you is, if you go and have a consultation with a mortgage agent or a broker, good ones should come up with a solution within like 1 week. It doesn't take 3 months for a mortgage approval. So if somebody is sitting on your file for 2-3 months, you better consider your decision of going with that person, because mortgage don't take 3 months for approval, folks. So that was the biggest mistake the person made. Second thing is, especially in pre-construction, I noticed these days, one of my lawyer friends, he told me that some of the builders, they're asking the buyers or purchasers pre-approval letters all over again. So somebody who bought a pre-construction 2 years ago or 1 year ago, they provided them with approval letter, but right now they want to see it again. Plus they're asking them bank statements to make sure those people are solid. And some of the people, who just provided kind of fake letters to the developers just to, buy a house, they're actually rescinding or canceling the deals. So next few months, folks, I keep talking about these in my other videos as well. Be very careful, work with experienced person who know what they're doing so you don't get in trouble. Another thing I want to talk about it, and if you're hoping that the rates of 2%, 3% should come back in next 6 months, it is very, very unlikely, folks. Unless we are heading to again big recession, big lockdowns, then yes, rates might flatten or they might come. But I don't see rates coming down in 12 to 18 months. So make a long-term decision, folks. Cut your expenses if you need to be, and if you have a high debt, you're carrying high interest, 20%, 24% visas, you're paying high interest line of credits, you're paying high rate car loans, and you are a homeowner having some equity in the property, give me a call so we can see, we can find a better solution for you so you can have a better cash flow and ride this wave. Lastly, folks, all I want to say is, if you have a pre-construction house closing in next 6 months, or you have a renewal coming up for mortgage, don't wait. Sit with a mortgage broker you trust, experienced person who have seen these kind of cycles before. Have a game plan, get a mortgage interest rate lock for 4 months. That way you have peace of mind. I hope you like the video. If you have any questions, you can always go to my website, mymortgageshop.ca, or you can call me at 647-961-2639. Thanks for watching. God bless.